This is Suzanne Wagner. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I hope you find some things interesting and enjoyable. Today I'm doing the numerology and the astrology for October 25th, 2020. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 12. And if you add the 1 and the 2 together, you get the number 3. The number 3 is the connection of 3 points, or 3 perspectives, that allows the formation of a new energy with new and varying vitality. Today is a day where you can bring in a new dimension into the perspective of something. Beyond duality within the mind, you can discover an experience of expression, imagination, and enthusiasm. It is in the two-dimensionality of the mind that defines much of human nature. Humanity tends to take sides and likes to position itself into right and wrong perspective. That is why the number 3 is often difficult to comprehend, because it forces us to look past our own mind and step into a very new position. It is about maintaining your ability to stay aware and observe without judgment. When you fully stand in the number 3, you no longer need to be wrong or right. Life is a simple exploration into the infinite possibilities that exist. The word exploration has within it an innate sense of fun, friendliness, and humor, something that is much needed right now. Now, if we go into the astrology today, it's fairly simple. The sun aligns with Mercury on Sunday. This can give you a frightening look at how the past is impacting your future. We are finally at the halfway point of the Mercury retrograde cycle that started on the 13th. I am sure some of you have also hated this particular Mercury retrograde with all the computer glitches and the complicated patterns that keep unfolding in your life. Trust me, I'm on your boat with you for this one. What about going behind the scenes and get certain things done? Sometimes overt assertion is not effective because some are planning for such an act. Instead, moving more quietly, slowly, is a better choice. My quote for today: you, as a soul, are indebted to truth, whether you realize it or not. Compassion is not just a practice. It is its own result. It is the tool to shift emotional reactivity into focused positive intention. It brings the soul into presence with truth and allows the awakening of mind into emptiness. Only when you can turn the practice of indebted truth and compassion into a practice whose intent is to orient the world into a more balanced social and political orientation, that it aligns with right action and advocates a deepening of our experience of awakening. Okay, kind of got on a Buddhist rant today. Sorry. Sometimes, there's just moments that my spiritual teachings inside sort of take over. So, we live in a world where some see compassion as an approach to have others not suffer. And, at first, the focus looks to the material and the emotional needs of others. But the current state of affairs has left too many open to being treated as less than human. Therefore, a true first step is to create rules and laws that promote kindness, care, and justice. But then, there is a much bigger problem: to actually end suffering. To do that, we must teach tools for personal peace inwardly first. That allows then for an unfolding and manifestation of physical and emotional possibilities. To have the intention to help others find that level of peace is a very different form of compassion. Our social conditioning requires a major makeover. Socially, we need to embrace the fact of indebtedness that we have to nature and to all of life. That owning of a karmic indebtedness allows an awakening of compassion and emptiness. In that moment, you recognize that you have to move beyond conceptual understanding. From that understanding, it allows your emotional reactivity and ignorance to relinquish their hold on your soul. Only then can our relationship with life irrevocably change. That is how we as a society find freedom from the confusion and blindness of our own past. That is how we can finally shift out of reactivity to circumstances. Our world has been in the fiery hells and icy wastelands of anger and hate. We have endlessly wandered through the barren deserts of greed where nothing was ever enough and where nothing was ever satisfying. We must have the intention of ending the endless rat race of competition, fame, and envy. The options in the mind for reactive patterns and behaviors are endless. I know that we can find other ways that promote the goodness of man. Thanks, everyone.